Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wassalatu wassalam ala Sayyidil Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. The concept of hereafter in Islam, Al-Akhirah. Islam believes that there is a life after death. First of all, there will be a day of judgment, a long day, and then Allah, the creator of the world, will decide about the fate of the people. Some will go into the paradise and some will have to face the hellfire. But there are people who do not believe in the hereafter. So in today's episode, we shall talk about human conscience, damir. In Arabic, this human conscience is called an-nafsul lawwama. An-nafsul lawwama. Allah has placed a code within our heart. And our heart says, this is right, this is wrong. This is good, this is bad. For example, I was talking to a person who never believed in God. So once I told him that liquor is bad, drinking is bad. He says, who made this? Good and bad, good and bad. So the human beings have made these concepts of good and bad, and this is good and this is evil. He says, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in the hereafter, and there's nothing wrong in having intoxication of liquor or drugs or whatever it may be. So I told him, you don't believe in good and evil? He said, no, these are all things made by human beings. Okay? I asked him, would you kill a person? He said, no. I asked him why. He said, because it is bad. I said, who said it is bad? He said, because it is bad. I said, who said it is bad? And he was speechless. And he was uttering the same thing. It is bad. It is just bad. I told him, Allah has placed a code within your heart. That is your conscience. And that says that this is right and that is wrong. But that is not enough. Man has to know the teachings of prophets and messengers that are sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And God has sent so many prophets, more than 124,000 prophets and 315 messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All of them were saying that God is one and we are His prophet and we are His messengers, and this is good and this is bad, and there is a life after death, and this world is a test. So a person merely cannot depend only on his conscience, but he needs further help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that is through prophets and messengers. And they say that there shall be a day of judgment, day of resurrection, and the day of justice. A day of 100% justice. Justice and only justice. And that justice is not like the justice of human courts. We have so many courts in many countries of the world, but the justice of God shall be perfect. You see, in the Quran, we find in Surah Al-Qiyamah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لا أقسم بيوم القيامة ولا أقسم بالنفس اللوامة أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه بلى قادرين على أن نسوي بنانه بل يريد الإنسان أن يفجر أمامه. So in these initial 5 verses of Surah Al-Qiyamah of Quran, Allah says, no, you are wrong. I give an evidence of day of judgment. No, you are wrong. You believe that there will not be a day of judgment. No, you are wrong. It is inevitable. I produce a witness of your own conscience. Nafsul lawwama. Uqsibu bin nafsil lawwama. I give you the evidence from here. Ayasabul insanu allan najma izama. Is it true that some people believe that God cannot accumulate the deteriorated bones of human body in the graves? And Allah cannot reproduce people, resurrect people? Ayahsabul insanu allan najma izama. Wrong. This is a false assumption that Allah is incapable to reproduce persons. Bala, why not? Bala qadirina ala an nusawwiya banana. Allah says we are all capable to resurrect human beings, to reproduce human beings, to have a day of judgment. We are capable even to reproduce the banana, even the fingerprints, as they were before his death. Bala qadirin, we are all capable. Bala qadirina ala an nusawwiya banana. Now the question is, why the human beings reject the day of judgment? Allah says, Bala qadirina ala an nusawwiya banana bal yuridul insanu liyafjura amama. Bal yuridul insan liyafjura amama. In fact, the truth is, the human beings do not want to accept the day of judgment because they want to continue their tyranny, continue their disobedience of God. They don't want to leave politism. They don't want to leave the corruption. They don't want to leave their bad deeds. They want to continue this life of ignorance. بل يريد الإنسان ليفجر أمامه. And in their future also, أمامه, in the future also, they would like to continue this behavior. If they are exploiting, they want to keep on exploiting. If they are killing people, they want to keep on killing. If they are snatching the rights of the people, they would like to continue. Because the moment they accept the akhirah, they have to abandon their evil activities, and they don't want to. So these initial verses of Surah Al-Qiyamah, they tell us those people who do not believe in the day of judgment are actually those criminals, those who do not want to abandon their present way of life in which they are corrupt, they are unjust, and they are humiliating people, and they are source of oppression and corruption on this planet of Earth. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.